UN Global Compact on Migration. Objective 8. Save lives and establish coordinated international efforts on missing migrants. 24. We commit to cooperate internationally to save lives and prevent migrant deaths and injuries through individual or joint search and rescue operations, standardized collection and exchange of relevant information, assuming collective responsibility to preserve the lives of all migrants in accordance with international law. We further commit to identify those who have died or gone missing and to facilitate communication with affected families. To realize this commitment, we will draw from the following actions. A. Develop procedures and agreements on search and rescue of migrants with the primary objective to protect migrants' right to life, that uphold the prohibition of collective expulsion, guarantee due process and individual assessments, enhance reception and assistance capacities, and ensure that the provision of assistance of an exclusively humanitarian nature for migrants is not considered unlawful. B. Review the impacts of migration-related policies and laws to ensure that these do not raise or create the risk of migrants going missing, including by identifying dangerous transit routes used by migrants, by working with other states as well as relevant stakeholders and international organizations to identify contextual risks and establishing mechanisms for preventing and responding to such situations, with particular attention to migrant children, especially those unaccompanied or separated. C. Enable migrants to communicate with their families without delay, to inform them that they are alive by facilitating access to means of communication along routes and at their destination, including in places of detention, as well as access to consular missions, local authorities and organizations that can provide assistance with family contacts, especially in cases of unaccompanied or separated migrant children, as well as adolescents. D. Establish transnational coordination channels, including through consular cooperation, and designate contact points for families looking for missing migrants, through which families can be kept informed on the status of the search and obtain other relevant information, while respecting the right to privacy and protecting personal data. E. Collect, centralized, and systematize data regarding corpses and ensure traceability after burial, in accordance with internationally accepted forensic standards, and establish coordination channels at transnational levels to facilitate identification and the provision of information to families. F. Make all efforts, including through international cooperation, to recover, identify, and repatriate the remains of deceased migrants to their countries of origin, respecting the wishes of grieving families, and, in the case of unidentified individuals, facilitate the identification and subsequent recovery of the mortal remains, ensuring that the remains of deceased migrants are treated in a dignified, respectful, and proper manner. This has been the end to the UN Global Compact on Migration. Objective 8. Save lives and establish coordinated international efforts on missing migrants.